Unlocking Potential, Jim Rohn's Secrets to Lifelong Learning. In today's fast-paced world, where change is constant, unlocking potential seems more challenging than ever. We often find ourselves stuck in routines, unable to break free from the constraints of our comfort zones. But what if I told you there's a secret weapon that can help you break through these barriers and achieve greatness? That secret weapon is lifelong learning, and it all comes down to Jim Rohn's timeless wisdom. Let me tell you this. Have you ever felt like your life was a series of unfulfilled dreams, and every time you try to pursue them, you hit a wall? Well, let's dive into Jim Rohn's secrets to lifelong learning and see how they can unlock your potential. Jim Rohn, a renowned author, speaker, and businessman, lived by the belief that knowledge is power. He believed that the most valuable thing anyone could possess was a thirst for learning. Here's something you should know: Rohn didn't just talk about learning, he lived it. From his early days as a salesman to becoming one of the most influential figures in personal development, Rohn's journey was marked by a relentless pursuit of knowledge. So how do we learn? According to Rohn, it starts with a simple question: what am I going to learn today? This might sound like a trivial thing, but it's a powerful way to start your day. When you ask yourself this question, you're setting a clear goal for your learning process. You're making sure that no matter what happens throughout the day, you've at least accomplished something positive by seeking out new information or skills. Here's a personal anecdote that illustrates the power of this mindset. One day, I found myself feeling uninspired and lost in my career path. I had been working in a job that I wasn't passionate about for quite some time. One day, I decided to apply Rohn's advice and ask myself, what am I going to learn today? Instead of looking for a solution or an escape, I decided to focus on the process of learning. I started reading books on different fields, attended workshops, and even took online courses. To my surprise, I discovered a passion for technology and began to explore ways to integrate it into my current role. Not only did I find a new interest, but I also developed new skills that eventually led to a significant promotion within my company. Lifelong learning isn't just about acquiring new knowledge, it's about embracing a growth mindset. Rohn emphasized that true learning involves embracing challenges and failures as opportunities to grow. Have you ever failed at something and felt discouraged? Well, Rohn would say that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a stepping stone to greater success. In fact, he once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Take the story of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison failed countless times before inventing the light bulb, but he didn't let that discourage him. Instead, he learned from each attempt, refined his methods, and ultimately succeeded. This is exactly the kind of resilience and determination that comes from a commitment to lifelong learning. But what about those of us who feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information available today? How can we keep up? Rohn had a few practical tips for staying organized and focused. First, he suggested breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. This way, you can tackle them one by one, making progress every day. For example, instead of trying to read a whole book in one sitting, set aside 30 minutes each day to read a chapter or two. Over time, you'll build momentum and make significant strides towards achieving your goals. Another crucial aspect of lifelong learning is maintaining a growth mindset. This means believing that you can improve and develop new skills over time. It's easy to get caught up in thinking that we're born with certain abilities and limitations. However, Rohn would argue that everyone has the potential to learn and grow. So, when faced with a challenge, don't give up. Instead, view it as an opportunity to stretch your mind and discover new strengths. Let's talk about the importance of continuous education. In today's rapidly changing world, staying informed and updated is essential. Whether it's through formal education or informal learning, there are countless resources available to help you expand your knowledge. Online platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Khan Academy offer a vast array of courses on various subjects. Moreover, attending conferences, seminars, and networking events can expose you to new ideas and perspectives. By actively seeking out new knowledge, you're not only preparing yourself for the future, but also enhancing your ability to adapt and thrive in any situation. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: motivation. Why bother learning if you don't see immediate results? Well, the truth is, the benefits of lifelong learning aren't always apparent right away. However, they come with time. Think about it. The more you learn, the better equipped you become to handle challenges, solve problems, and make informed decisions. As you acquire new skills and knowledge, you'll find that your confidence grows and you become more resilient. Consider this. When you learn a new skill, you're essentially creating pathways in your brain. These pathways strengthen over time, allowing you to think more critically and creatively. As you continue to learn, these pathways become more extensive, leading to improved problem-solving abilities and enhanced decision-making skills. Additionally, the more you learn, the more opportunities you open up for yourself. New skills and knowledge can lead to new job prospects, higher earning potential, and a greater sense of fulfillment. One of the most compelling aspects of lifelong learning is its impact on mental health. Research shows that people who engage in continuous education tend to have lower stress levels and a stronger sense of well-being. By investing in your personal growth, you're not only enhancing your professional capabilities, but also improving your overall quality of life. So, if you're feeling burnt out or dissatisfied with your current state, consider taking a step back and focusing on your own personal development. But why stop at learning new skills? Rohn believed that understanding the principles behind success was equally important. He argued that success is not just about achieving goals, but also about living a purposeful and fulfilling life. To achieve this, it's essential to align your actions with your values and beliefs. By doing so, you'll find greater satisfaction and joy in your daily activities. Here's a personal example to illustrate this point. A few years ago, I was feeling stuck in my career and struggling to find meaning in my work. I decided to take a step back and reflect on what truly mattered to me. Through this introspection, I realized that my passion lay in helping others and making a positive impact on their lives. Armed with this newfound clarity, I shifted my focus towards developing leadership skills and finding ways to inspire and empower others. Not only did I rediscover my passion, but I also found a renewed sense of purpose that brought immense joy and fulfillment. So let's wrap things up here. Jim Rohn's secrets to lifelong learning are not just about acquiring new skills and knowledge. They're about transforming your life into a journey of continuous growth and self-discovery. Remember, the path to success is paved with learning, not talent alone. By embracing a growth mindset, staying motivated, and prioritizing continuous education, you can unlock your full potential and create a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. In conclusion, the next time you feel stagnant or uncertain, ask yourself, what am I going to learn today? This simple question can ignite a spark within you, propelling you forward on your journey of lifelong learning. Embrace the power of continuous education and watch as your life transforms into a beautiful tapestry woven with threads of knowledge, growth, and purpose. Go forth, embrace the unknown, and never stop learning.